Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some pre-1961 Apba Bats League, and we got the Chicago White Sox in game number 2 of a doubleheader on April 23rd, taking on the Washington Senators in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., and leading off with a visiting Chicago White Sox. Playing shortstop, Luke Apling. Batting second and playing second is Eddie Collins. Batting third playing right field is Bibb Falk. Batting fourth playing left field is Carl Reynolds. Batting fifth playing first base is Earl Shelley. Batting sixth playing center field is Happy Flesh. Batting seventh and playing third base is Buck Weaver. Batting eighth and doing the catching is Roy Schalk. And batting ninth and doing the pitching is Frank Smith. And now to the hometown Washington Senators starting lineup. We got leading off playing center field, Sam Rice. Batting second playing shortstop, Cecil Travis. Batting third playing right field is Goose Goslin. And we want to put Killebrew in there at third. Batting fourth playing third base, Harmon Killebrew. Batting fifth playing left field, Roy Serves. Batting sixth playing first base, Mickey Vernon. Batting seventh playing second base, Buddy Meyer. Batting eighth with Jake Early in there. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Jake Early. And batting ninth and doing the pitching for the Washington Senators is Jim Shaw. Let's get down to the field and get this game started, why don't we? And you can see Chicago and Washington's record. Chicago is 2-5. They've scored 29 runs, got 5 home runs, have 1 stolen base, and been caught stealing twice. Washington is 4-2. They've scored 22 runs, had 6 homers, stolen 1 base, and been caught once. And now we got Luke Appling up, batting .259 with no homers and 5 RBIs, going up against Jim Shaw, his second start of the year. He's pitched 8 innings, walked 3, struck out 2, giving up 2 runs, only one of them earned with a 1.12 ERA. Here's the pitch to Luke. And that's going to be a base on balls. So White Sox get the right color here. White Sox get the lead off batter aboard here with a walk. So Luke is down it. And Ken Castro joins us. Yeah, exactly. It would be great if it was. We got Eddie Collins up now. Collins is only batting a .143, no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a pop-up down at short. That'll be an easy play for Travis for out number 1. And Bibb Falk is up now. And Bibb is batting .333 on the year, 1 homer and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. That's a tailor-made double play over the buddy at second, over Vernon. And that's a 6-4-3 double play. And that ends the inning for the White Sox. And we go to the bottom of the first. White Sox nothing. Rice, Travis, and Goslin do up here for the Senators. And Sam Rice is batting .321. No homers and 1 RBI. Going up against Frank Smith, his second start of the year. He's 0-1. He's pitched 5 innings, struck out 1, walked 3, giving up 6 runs, only 5 of them earned with a 9 ERA. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. And that'll be out number 1 as Happy makes the catch. And it brings up Cecil Travis now. Cecil is batting .133. 1 homer and 2 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be against righty. That's going to be an infield hit. Weaver gets to it, but can't make a play. He holds on to it. So Travis is aboard here with 1 out. That brings up Goose Goslin now. And Goslin's batting .381 on the year. What happened there? And Goslin has 1 homer and 2 RBIs. Travis down at first. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. That'll be out number 2 rather. And let's see here. Let's do one thing here. We're going to make the player font. Make it medium. I think it'll be better if we do that. They'll be able to see it and stuff won't be right on top of each other. A little better, and like I say, still not on top of it. You can still read it. And now you got Killebrew up now. Killebrew's batting .250, a homer and 4 RBIs. Travis still down at first. And that's going to be against a righty at 21. And that's going to be another infield hit. Killebrew puts on the Jets here, folks. We got first and second now. And 2 outs for serves. And the Senators making some noise here in the bottom of the first. And Roy is batting .231, no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a 2-0 pitch to him. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Reynolds in left field. That'll end the inning. Senators strand 2. We get to the top of the second and still no score. We got Reynolds up here for the White Sox. And Reynolds is batting .290. He's got 2 homers and 7 RBIs on the year. That's going to be a fly ball out to left field. Left fielder's been busy in this game. 1 down here. And up to the plate now is Earl Schilling. Let's see what Whitey can do here. And Whitey is first plate appearance of the season. Here's pitch to him. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Goslin's got it for out number 2. And Happy with no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be another fly ball out the right field, and that'll win the inning as Goose makes the catch for out number 3. And the White Sox go down in order. We go to the bottom of the second, and it's still no score. Vernon, Meyer, and Early due up here to bottom part. And hopefully the sound's back. As Vernon hit that ball down the third, Weaver threw it over to first for out number 2. Hopefully everybody can hear me all right. And that brings up Jake Early. Early's batting .500. He's 2 for 4 on the season. See if he can keep it up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And that'll end the inning as the Senators go down in order. We got Weaver due up, followed by Schalk and Smith. Bottom part of the order here for the White Sox. See if they can make some noise here. I don't know what's taking so long for this game. That was a swing and a miss for Jake. And we got Buck Weaver. Schalk and Smith due up. Buck batting .300 on the year. No homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Vernon at first. He takes it himself for out number 1. And here comes Ray Schalk. He's 0 for 3 on the year with no homers and no RBI. And that's going to be a 17. That's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Serves got that for out number 2. And that'll bring up Frank Smith now. Can he get on base here with 2 outs and help his own cause? Frank is be a first official at bat. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning. The White Sox go down in order. To the bottom of the third we go. We got Shaw due up, followed by Rice and Travis. And Jim is 0 for 3 on the year. And not anymore. He squares that up because we don't need no stinking DH. And we drop the dice. And that's going to be high. That ball is going to be far. How far is that ball going to travel, folks? And that's going to get out of here. And Shaw hits a home run here. He's doing it all, folks. That gives the Senators a 1-0 lead. He's pitching a hell of a game, and he's doing it at the bat. You see the Senators' upcoming schedule. They'll have 2 games here with Baltimore, and then Detroit comes to town for 2 games, and then they go on the road to Chicago. But Smith just gave up the home run ball to his counterpart, Jake Shaw, and now we're back to the top of the order in Rice, and Rice flew out the center's first time up, and that's going to be a fly ball out the right, and Falk has enough room out there for out number 1. And up to the plate now is Cecil Travis. Travis is 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Happy in center field. That'll be out number 2. And up steps the Goose, Goslin. He flew out the left his first time up. And not this time. He squares it up. And that ball is racked out into left field off the wall. Reynolds misplays it, and that's going to let Goose motor on down to third with a 2-out triple, folks. Killebrew up now with a runner down at third and 2 outs, and the Senators already up by 1. Can they add some runs to this? Get some insurance runs. Killebrew's 1 for 1 today. He singled his first time up. And not this time. That's going to be a fly ball out the bib in right field. But the Senators score 1 on the Shaw home run and take a 1-0 lead into the 4th. Got the top of the order due up here for the White Sox. Appling, Collins, and Falk. Can they get that run right back? Luke walked his first time up. And that's going to be a comebacker right back to Shaw. He throws over to Vernon at first for out number 1. See if Eddie Collins can get something going here. He's struggling early in this year. He popped up to the shortstop his first time up, and that's going to be a ground ball down to Mickey. That's a quick 2 outs here for the White Sox. It's up to Biv Falk here to keep this inning alive and try to scratch that run back. Biv grounded into a double play the first time up, and that's going to be another ground ball down the short. Over to first, and the White Sox go down 1, 2, 3. To the bottom of the fourth we go. Serves Vernon and Meyer due up here. And Roy is 0 for 1, flew out the left. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. So the Senators got the leadoff batter aboard again. And up to the plate steps Mickey Vernon. And Vernon is 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes on Mick. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And he walks the hard way. And Frank Smith's got himself in a pickle here. 2 on, nobody out. Buddy Meyer due up here. Runners on first and second. Serve down at second. Mickey at first. And Buddy at the plate, and he's 0 for 1, grounded out the third his first time up. And against the righty, 20. And that's going to be popped up down the short. Appling's got it for out number 1. That's a big out. And that brings up Jake Early. Can Jake cash in here with runners on first and second? He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Roy's going to stay put with his speed. Doesn't want to get thrown out trying to advance to third. He's already in scoring position. And here's the man of the game right now, Jake Shaw. He homered his first time up, folks. Can he deliver again? Because we don't need no stinking DH. Not this time. Reynolds has got room this time. Makes the catch out there in left field. Senators strand 2 to the top of the 5th we go. It's still 1-0. Senators. You got Reynolds due up, followed by Shealy and Happy Flesh. And Reynolds is 0 for 1. He flew out the left. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. And how far is this one going to travel? And that ball is high. That ball is gone. This game is tied up. 1 swing of the bat. Reynolds ties it up 1 apiece. Still nobody out here in the 5th inning. Earl steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He flew out the right his first time up. And that's going to be a rare play. 37 on a 45. 37 on a 45. And that is going to be hit back to the mound. Need some dice. 41 on a 2 is probably going to be fielding column number 2. Nope, that's going to still be fielding column number 1. And nice play out there by Jake Shaw. He fields that ball, fires over the Vernon. And that's out number 1. And that brings up Happy now. See if Happy can deliver here. He is 0 for 1, flew out the right his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Goose has got it. Now there's 2 outs. It's up to Buck Weaver to try to add a run here and give the White Sox the lead. And Buck delivers here. He squares this one up. See how far this one travels, folks. That ball's hit into the gap in right field. That'll be a 2-out double for Buck Weaver. Let's see if old Ray Shaw can deliver here and get the go-ahead run in. Shaw is 0 for 1 today. He flew out the left his first time up. And not this time. He's not going to fly out the left. Well, maybe he will. against the 17. Nope, that's going to be a ground ball down to Buddy at second. He fires over the first. And that'll end the inning. The White Sox score one on the home run by Reynolds. We get to the bottom of the fifth. It's tied up at 1 apiece. You got the top of the order due up here for the Senators. Rice, Travis, and Goslin. Sam's 0 for 2. He's flown out the center and the right. Excuse me, and that's going to be a 20. And that's going to be a nice play out in center field as Happy makes the catch for out number 1. Brings up Travis now. And Travis is 1 for 2 today. He singled and flew out the center. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And that's the third strikeout of the game for Frank Smith. Brings up Goslin now. And Goose is 1 for 2 with a triple. Flew out the left his other time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Shilly at first. And Earl calls everybody off, takes it himself, and that'll end the inning. Senators go down 1, 2, 3. We got Smith due up and then back to the top with Appling and Collins. And Frank is 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be 19. That is going to be a fly ball out the right field. Goose has been busy out there now. Back to the top of the order in Luke Appling. And Luke is 0 for 1. He walked his first time up and grounded out to the pitcher the other time. And Luke gets a hold of this one, squares this up against Shaw. And that ball is hit into the gap in right field. So a 1-out double. And Appling's aboard here. Eddie Collins, let's see if he can deliver. Eddie's struggling here at the beginning of the year. Eddie's only batting $133, and he's 0 for 2 today. Can you snap this cold streak and put the White Sox on the board here? Well, give them the lead. And that's going to be a base on balls. Eddie will take it. He'll walk on down to first, pass the baton to Bibb Falk. So you got Appling down at second, Collins at first. Bibb at the plate 0 for 2. He's grounded out the short twice. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. And Shaw's having trouble finding the strike zone. And that's going to be a comebacker to the mound. See if they turn 2 here. 43 on 2 should be still column 1. And it is. And that ball is hit right back to Shaw. He spins around. Fires that ball down to Travis, covering second. Over to first. That's a 1-6-3 double play, folks. Second double play he's into. That'll end the inning. Reynolds, who was due up. But now we're back to the bottom of the 6th. We got Killebrew, Serves, and Vernon due up here. As you can see, Chicago's schedule, they go to Detroit for 2 games, then to Baltimore for 2, and back home against these Senators. Killebrew now steps up to the plate. He singled and flew out the right. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left. So he's flown out to both corners. 1 down here. And Serves is up. And Serves 1 for 2. He's flown out the left and singled his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Buck Weaver. He's got it. Fires over to Earl for out number 2. Now Mickey's up, Vernon. And Vernon's 0 for 1 today. He's walked and struck out, yet to put the ball in play. And now he does. That's going to be a ground ball back to Smith over to first. That'll end the inning. We get to the top of the 7th. It's still tied up 1 apiece. You got Reynolds due up, followed by Shilly and Happy Flish. And here's the pitch to Carl. He's 1 for 2 with the RBI homer. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. That'll be out number 1. Goslin makes the catch. See if old Whitey can get on base now. And Earl is 0 for 2. He has flown out the right and grounded out to the mound. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Buddy's up with it, fires over to Mickey for out number 2. So it's up to Happy here to get something started with 2 outs. And Happy's 0 for 2. He's flown out the right both times. And that's going to be a ground ball back to right in front of the plate here. And Early is not a very good fielding catcher. 56. And he drops the ball, fumbles it, doesn't add insult to injury, though, holds on to it. So Happy will be on with 2 outs on the E2. Here comes Buck Weaver. Weaver doubled his last time up. He is 1 for 2, grounded out to first. His other time up. Can Buck deliver here? A double this time will probably score Happy. And he says he's squaring this one up. Buck Weaver's having a fine game here, folks. Will this break the tie? That's going to be a single in the right field as Goose gets over there, cuts it off. But Happy should make his way down the third pretty easily here. Yeah, he's going to make it down there with no throw. So now with 2 outs, got runners on the corner, and up to the plate steps Ray Shaw. Can he deliver here, folks? As Ray is 0 for 2. He's flown out and grounded out. Big pitch here. And that's going to be hit down the short. Well, no, it's not. Hit by pitch unless he's an HB0. And he's not. So he hits Shaw. Shaw gets hit by the pitch. And here's the question. Do we pitch hit here for Frank? And I think we're going to have to pitch hit here for Frank. We've got bases loaded. 2 outs. That's going to be it for Frank. Pitched a hell of a game here. Goes 6 innings. See who's going to come off the bench against Shaw. They got the bullpen warming up out there. And is it going to be Harry Hopper? Hopper is going to come off the bench. Can Harry deliver here with the bases juiced and 2 outs? Base hit here could bust this game open. And Harry's batting .400 on the year. He's 2 for 5 with the RBI. Can he get at least one more RBI here? And that's going to be a square this one up, folks. See what happens here. That's going to be a single in the short. That's going to score Buck Weaver easily from second. That's going to be a 2 RBI single by Harry. Nice pitch hit. And Ray's going to stop at second. But that'll give the White Sox a 2-run lead here, folks. And Harry delivers off the bench. That'll bring up Luke Gapling now with runners on first and second and 2 outs. And the White Sox leading this game 3-1. You got a bunch of lefties due up here? Yes, you do. Bunch of lefties due up. I'll have to see here. Lee and White. He's going to come off the out of the bullpen. Shaw's due up fourth. He's done giving up 2 runs. They're going to let him pitch to Appling. This might be his last batter one way or the other. Luke is 1 for 2. He's walked and doubled, rounded out to the pitcher the other time up. And that's going to end the inning. That ball is hit down the short. Travis will go the short way over to second. But the White Sox scored 2 on the RBI single. We go to the 7th inning stretch. 3-1 White Sox. Say it's either going to be Lee or White come off out of the bullpen. So you got 3 lefties due up. Let's see here. Let's put the lefties up at the top here. Lee and White. It looks like it's going to be White's going to come out of the bullpen here. Lee only pitched to 7 batters. It's going to be Lee because Fox pitched 2 games in a row, but he hasn't pitched to many batters. We'll save him in case something bad happens here. So Lee's going to come out of the bullpen and try to keep this a 2-run game for a while here. So where's old Lee at? And there's Lee. Yeah, Zach. I'm surprised these White. I got to give these Senators pitching. Got to give them their kudos. They've done a good job in this series. They're trying to go for the sweep. That's the crazy part. Trying to go for the sweep. All righty, Lee will be facing the bottom part of the order. He's got Buddy, Early, and Shaw due up here. Buddy will bat for himself. They'll probably pitch hit for Early. Here's the pitch to Buddy. He is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and popped up. And that's going to be a ground ball right back to Lee. That'll be out number 1. And like I say, that'll be, oh, and let's drop the cards all over the floor. Just what you, I'll be damned. I'll be, see here. Okay. Sorry about that. As Legends joins us here. Oh, good game, by the way, Legends. I seen that, was unable to comment at work. Good game this morning. So, where was we here? Oh, we're going to have a pitch hitter here for Jake. And who are they going to bring out here to pitch hit? They're just going to bring Muddy out. They're not going to waste 2 guys here. Muddy's going to come off the bench, pitch hit for Jake, and stay in the game and catch. So where's old Muddy at? All righty. Yeah, I love doing early morning baseball. You know that. Yeah. Won't give it away, but that game really changed in the seventh inning, that's for sure. Like I say, check it out, folks. Hell of a game. We got Muddy up now. He's batting 263 on the year, no homers and two RBIs. Here's the pitch to Rule. Excuse me, and that's going to be a base hit in the right field. So Muddy's aboard here with one out. That'll bring the tying run to the plate, and that'll be it for Jim Shaw. See who's going to come out here and grab a bat for Shaw. And it looks like Eddie Yost is going to come off the bench. Right-hander. Yost, a little bit of pop here. One swing of the bat, he could tie this game up. Got a runner down at first and one out. And Eddie's 0 for 5 on the year. Here's the pitch to Yost. And that's exactly what the White Sox wanted. That ball is a tailor-made double play. Hit down the Apling, over to Collins, over to Shealy. That's your 6-for-3 double play. That ends the seventh inning. And we got to see who's going to come out and pitch the top of the eighth for the Senators. And I think it's going to be Tom Zachary's going to come out and pitch. Try to keep this a two-run game. Yeah, Zachary's coming out of the bullpen here. And Muddy's going to stand the game and catch. So we got a whole new battery here. And you got Tom Zachary and you got Muddy behind the plate. And this is Tom's second game. He's pitched one inning, he's got a save and no runs. And he'll be facing. Get everything back in order here after dropping them. You got Collins up, followed by Biv Falk and Reynolds. And Eddie is 0 for 2. He's walked, popped up, and grounded out. That's going to be a ground ball down to Buddy at second. It's it to his counterpart for out number one. And Biv Falk's up now. And Biv is 0 for 3 today. See if he can get a one-out base hit here. And he has grounded out 3 times, twice to short and once to the mountain in the 2 double plays. And that's going to be the first fly ball that he's hit. And Roy out and left. Sears makes the catch. That'll be out number 2. That brings up Carl Reynolds. He's 1 for 3 with a solo homer in this game. Gave the White Sox their first run of the game. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Reynolds is having a fine game. He is now 2 for 4. So Reynolds down at first for Shealy. See if Sheely can do some damage here with 2 outs and a runner down at first. E31. Let's see here. They're up by 2. E31. Only with 2 outs after the 6th inning with any number of outs when behind by 1 or tied or ahead by 4 or less. So Reynolds is going to take off here and try to get in the scoring position. He's a 31 minus 3. So that's going to make him 54 or lower. Reynolds is going to be safe. And he's in there with a stolen base. So Reynolds gets in the scoring position here, folks, with 2 outs. Let's see what Whitey can do here. Can he drive him in now that he's in position? Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be hit down to, that ain't going to be hit nowhere. That's going to be a hit by pitch. And the White Sox aren't happy with that. They're out on the top steps of mumbling and all, but I don't think we're going to do that. Now you bring Happy up with runners on first and second and 2 outs. I just think that Zachary's a little wild here. I don't think that was intentional. Happy is 0 for 3. He has flown out to right twice. He did reach on an error his last time up. And that's going to be against the lefty, 14. And that's going to be a nice play out in center field by Rice. He makes the catch. That ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 3-1 Chicago. We got the top of the order due up here in the bottom of the 8th. We got Rice, Travis, and Goslin. And Lee's going to stay out on the mound here and face these lefties. And Sam is going to hit for himself. He's 0 for 3 today. He's flying out twice to center and once to right. And that's going to be a base hit. Infield hit for Rice. That brings the tying run to the plate. And they're going to pitch hit here for Travis. Travis doesn't hit lefties well at all. So Joe's going to come out and play short after pitch hitting here. Collins batting 400 on the year, folks. A homer and 4 RBIs. Rice down at first. Let's see, does he want to take off here? That would be a 6 of 20. I don't think he wants to take off with no outs. He's going to stay put for right now. Here's the pitch to Joe. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Happy in center field for out number 1. So 1 down now. Rice still down at first for Goslin. And is Goose going to stay in the game here? That's the question. And they don't have any more righties on the bench. So, well, they got Harris. So they're going to let Goose bat for himself here. He's 1 for 3 with a triple. Rice still down at first as Aaron Reed joins us here. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Reynolds makes the catch for out number 2 rather. That brings up Killebrew now. Can Killebrew deliver here? Rice still down at first, trailing by 2, 1 swing of the bat. Killebrew could tie this game up, folks. And he is 1 for 3. He's single and he's flown out the the corners left and right. Here's the pitch to go through. And that's going to be a comebacker back to the mound. And it's going to be an easy play for Lee. He fires over to first. That ends the inning. And Senator Strand won. We go to the top of the ninth. We got Weaver, Schalk, and a Lee due up here in the ninth. With the White Sox up by 2, 3-1. Buck Weaver, he is 2 for 3, a double, and a RBI single his last time up. And we got to bring in a new pitcher here, don't we? And not a new pitcher. We got to get a new shortstop. This Joe's coming in the game here. We pitched hit for Travis. Kid come in. He's going to stay in the game after pitch hitting. And Zachary, like I say, will be facing the bottom part of the order. Here's the pitch to Buck Weaver, 2 for 3 today. And he's going to get him to ground that ball right back to him. Zachary fires over to first for out number 1. And Ray Schalk is up now. And 0 for 2 today. Can he get his first hit of the year? I believe he is 0 for 3 in the year. This is his first game, 0 for 5. Ray get his first hit here, folks. And that's going to be a base on balls. So they walk Ray. Ray's down at first. We'll have a pitch hitter here for Lee. He's going to come off the bench here and need a righty. And Zeke's going to come off the bench. And Zeke deliver here with a 1 out and a runner down at first. Zeke on the year's only batting 111 with 1 homer and 2 RBIs. Schalk down there at first. Here's the pitch to Zeke. And that's going to be against the lefty, a 14. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Goose has got that. We're out number 2. Faber will be coming out of the pen here. The pitch. That's a fly ball out the Goose. And now there's 2 outs, and we're back to the top of the order, and Luke Appling. And Luke is 1 for 3. Can he deliver here? A double price scores Ray with 2 outs. Make it a 3-run lead. And he has walked. He has grounded out to the pitcher. He has hit a double, and he's reached on the fielder's choice. And against the lefty, a 15. That's going to be a fly ball out the left field. That'll end the inning. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. The White Sox up by 2, 3-1. Faber's going to come out of the bullpen here, try to hold this lead. So this is Red's third appearance. He's pitched 3 1/3 innings. He has a 16.2 ERA. He's given up 6 runs, folks. See if he can get the job done here. He's got serves. Vernon and Meyer do up here. Here's the pitch to Roy. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going. And welcome to the game, Faber. And it is now a 1-run game, just like that. Roy serves. Brings the tying run to the plate with that home run. Not what the White Sox wanted here. Faber gives up the home run to serves. Buddy Meyer up now. He's 0 for 2. He struck out, walked, and grounded out the pitcher. And that's going to be against the righty. 17. That's going to be a fly ball out the left field. And Reynolds makes the catch out there for out number 1. Buddy Meyer is up now. Buddy, he is 0 for 3. Can he get on base here and bring the go-ahead run up to the plate? And Buddy is 0 for 3. He's grounded out to third to the pitcher and popped up to short. And that's going to be a 17. That's going to be another fly ball in the left field. Reynolds, 2 fly balls to left, 2 outs. And it's all up to the Muddy one. Muddy Rules up now. Can Muddy keep this game alive? Senators down to the last out, trailing by 1. And Muddy, he came in with a pitch hit single. Here's the pitch to Muddy. And that's going to end this game. That's a ground ball down to Buck Weaver. He takes his time. He fires over to Earl at first. And the White Sox get the split in this double hitter and take 1 out of 4 from the Senators. Got a score. And the White Sox, 3 runs on 6 hits and no errors. The Senators out hit the White Sox but couldn't outscore them. Senators 2 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. You had Reynolds went 2 for 4 with an RBI for the White Sox. And then you had old Apba come off the bench with a 2 RBI single. The only time that the White Sox scored with runners in scoring position. 1 for 5. Oh, thank you, Legends. Appreciate it, man. And the White Sox stranded 7 base runners. Roy Serves was 2 for 4. I believe he was the only Senator with 2 hits. Senators were 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. You had 2 home runs, Serves and Shaw, so we don't need no stinking DH. And the Senators left 6 men on base. Frank Smith picks up his first win, goes 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, walked 1, struck out 3, and gave up the home run to Shaw. Lee comes in, pitches 2 innings, gives up 2 hits. And Faber comes in. It wasn't Purdy in the 9th, gives up that home run. 2 serves, gives up 1 hit and 1 run, but holds on as Steve joins us here. Check out Steve Tate's channel also, folks. He does the Field of Dreams and the Court of Dreams. And soon here, we're going to have the Gridiron. So check out Steve's channel. And Shaw picks up the loss. He goes to 0-1, 7 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, only 1 of them earned. Walked 2, struck out 1, and gave up the home run. And Zachary pitches 2 innings, 1 hit, and walked 1. And let's see what the, I don't think they play 5 games. We better check and make sure here. No, Senators have Baltimore coming to town. So let's go now and see what the next game we'll have here with the Bats League. So we just did an American League game. We'll do a National League game, and we're going to have the stinking San Francisco. Well, it's actually New York Giants. Got them playing up in New York here. I didn't move them. In 55, kept them in New York. The Giants in New York going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. See how many game series this is. 1, 2, 3. 3 game series, it looks like. Yep, 3 game series. So that'll be the next Bats League. I know Ken Castro likes watching these Giants. These Giants are one tough team, folks. They're 2-1 on the year. Let's take a look here at the standings and the leaderboard real quick. Ain't a lot to look at, but we'll take a scan of it. Got the Yankees a game and a half up on the Orioles and the Senators. Cleveland and the Tigers are 2 games back. The Red Sox 2.5. White Sox now 3 games back. And the A's are 3.5. In the National League, you got a 3-way tie for first. Giants, Dodgers, and Braves. Cubs, Pirates, and Phillies in a tie for fourth. Half a game back. Then you got the Cardinals a game back and the Reds a half a game back. You got Al Smith leading the American League with a 571 average. Babe Ruth with his 5 homers and 11 RBIs leading the American League. You got Zach Wheaton with a 389 average leading the National League. And Hank Aaron, 4 homers and 12 RBIs leading the National League. Of course, the pitchers all have a 0 ERA early in the year. Jack Chisbro with 2 wins in the American League. Page with 2 saves. And same thing in the National League. The 0 ERAs leading. You got Kid Nichols, 2 wins, along with Vance and Don McMahon with 2 saves. Ruth and Eddie Matthews, Ruth and Hank Aaron right now leading the MVPs in the American and National League. And you got Chisbro and Vance leading in the Cy Young. All righty, folks. Let's see here what the next game in 78 will be also. First, we'll back this up. Always like to back up these after I do a game, just in case something crazy happens. Sure, it's taking a while to load up, ain't it? So we're going to have the Houston Astros traveling to Atlanta to take on the Braves. And 1, 2, this looks like a 2-game series. Yep, just a 2-game series, folks. Oh, you're welcome, Ken. I love doing this. I'm glad you're enjoying this. So that'll probably be what's next on the channel will be the Braves Astros. Again, I want to thank Ken Castro, Steve Tate, Legend Sports Universe, Aaron Reed. I believe that was everybody for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders. And on your way out of Washington, D.C., on your way to I-95, hit that like button and leave a comment. Until next time, y'all have a great evening and take care.